What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with our daily Palantir update video, and Palantir stock broke out. If you look at my video yesterday, this is exactly what we were talking about, how it's getting ready for that breakout. Now, did not expect that breakout to be today, right? But if you watch my videos, you know exactly what level we were looking at to see if the breakout was about to start. So we'll take a look at, how it traded today. It's up 25%, so we'll take a look at a little bit of price action as well for us, and then we'll take a look at future levels of support and resistance for the stock. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record. We will get right into it. So first things first, right? Again, we are up $6.60 on the day, which is 25.4%. Down a little in the after hours, but still, take that out, you're still up close to 24%. So great day, and that too on a day where the NASDAQ was only up 0.09%. The Dow Jones was down 190 points, and the S&P 500 was also down. So on a day like that, for Palantir to be up 25% is insane. So let's take a look at, exactly the kind of level we were looking at. And actually, let's take a look at some news first. So this article talks about, and Seeking Alpha article talks about how Palantir is surging 25% ahead of their demo day. This is the highest it's been, right, for a while. I mean, if we take a look at the daily chart and zoom out, right, we're pretty close to all-time highs on Palantir, less than $1 away. So crazy move for Palantir today. So they're talking about how, they misspelled they are going to talk about on demo day how their kind of technology is going to be used in a commercial world, in the government world. They're going to talk about kind of everything that they have coming. So it's just insane, the amount of movement it had today, but we were kind of waiting for that. So let's take a look at the daily stock price. I think it could hopefully keep pushing up from here, right? And then we'll kind of see how it goes. So over here, right out of the gate, yesterday we closed in the 25s. Thought a little bit more consolidation was going to happen before the breakout, right? So that's what we were talking about. If we go to the daily chart, we talked about, hey, we are here, right? Maybe we move up to this level, and then this kind of line right here is where we were hoping to get rejected for the, not hoping to get rejected, right? But we were looking to get rejected for the pattern to continue, for this bull pennant that we see forming here, this wedge, to kind of work out for us, right? So that when we got up to this level, as you can see, right, that level was holding up as a good level of support and resistance, depending on whether we were above it or below it. Took a little bit, right? We were talking from kind of the open of market until, kind of 2 hours later, we were hanging out. Then we made a push towards this next level, which this is that line we were talking about, right? The line coming down like this. And I was looking for us to reject that line, but we didn't. And we kept pushing. And we pushed up to the next level, right? Which, if you go back to this chart from yesterday, the next level was that 29.47 line. So we pushed up to that 29.47 line, right? We broke above it, came below it again, and then bounced and then pushed up. And then at that point on, we went from 29 to 33 without looking back. And, that is a successful looking breakout. So great news for, Palantir stock as it pushed up, worked out really well, overall. So great push from Palantir. Let's take a look at the daily chart and we'll kind of see what we see. So yeah, I mean, take a look at that candle, right? Pretty much what we talked about yesterday is it could keep continuing in this pattern, or for that to happen, we'd have to get rejected at that level. Since we didn't get rejected, kept pushing up, and once we broke out this line, then 28 was our next level, then 29.47, and at those levels, right, you did see a little bit of consolidation happening. You did see it stop to kind of bounce a little bit and then start to push back up, which is great for us because it also validates our levels, right? So what is next for Palantir? That's the question that we all want to answer. Well, first things first, we made a high today of 32.65. We're about 50 cents away from that right now. But the next high that we have to push for is that 33.50 level. So 33.50 is the next kind of level for Palantir to push, and after that there is nothing kind of stopping Palantir, right? It's a matter of where it sees supply meet demand, what people are willing to pay for it, what investors think it is actually worth. That's sort of, you know, what I see happening with Palantir in the near future. I do think that we knock out this all-time high. Come Monday, I could see it pulling back just a little bit, maybe, you know, establishing a little bit of support, maybe bouncing to the $30 point, or, you know, finding support between the 33 and 30, and then starting to push up again. Remember, demo day is next week, which is great news, right? I think it was next week, right? Yeah. January 26th, so that's about 4 days away even, so less than a week away, right? So I think we push up for that, maybe a little bit of a pullback, find a little bit of support, and then push up, kind of like we saw with Apple today if you watch my Apple update videos as well. I, again, am long-term bullish on Palantir. Really glad to see this pattern breakout, and we finally getting some support, or not support, some push, right? I continue to hold my Palantir leaps. I actually got into another position. It was the February 1926 calls, up I think like 60 or 70% on those already, because I was able to pretty much, when we broke above this, right? Let me go back here. When we kind of broke above it, bounced back, this is when I bought the call, right? Because we found support, we were pushing up. That's when I was like, okay, I think from now on we've broken out of this wedge, and I think we're pushing towards this 29.47. I did not think we would go all the way to 33, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. As we saw, that 29 did hold up. I continued holding. I'm still holding because I have a couple weeks left on those calls. So I'll see, you know, if I want to sell probably before demo day, right? Because I think that's the sell the news type of event that we could see. And I'll continue to hold my longer term leaps and a little bit of shares that I have. Moving forward though, if we do see a little bit of a pullback, I think we find support between kind of where we are now in the 32s and the 30. We could drop all the way to 30, but I think we could find support in between this level too. 29.47 is the next level, and then 28.05 is the level after that. Those are kind of the levels that I'm watching if we do see a decent pullback. But again, you know, with demo day, I think approaching, I would not be surprised if we kept running, maybe a small pullback Monday or Tuesday, and then we see it kind of rising up towards that 33.50, and then hopefully setting new all-time highs before demo day next week. So I hope you guys were able to take advantage of that. Yesterday's video title was, are we getting ready for a breakout? And then we saw that today. So hopefully you guys were not saying, I'm not saying I called the breakout. Definitely thought we had more consolidation, but I pointed out what I was looking at, right, with this top wedge. And when it broke that, and then it bounced back for support and then took off, right? That's kind of what I'm going for. I don't think anyone can successfully call a breakout if they tell you they know where the stock is going. People are lying to you. What we can do, however, is share kind of technical analysis levels that we see and what those levels mean, whether it'll hold up as good support, good resistance, or if we see a breakout forming, right? So hope you guys were able to take advantage of that after you saw this kind of line break and then we get good support. Let me know down in the comment section if you did, and I'd love to chat with you down there. Hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.